Hi everybody. I wanted to take you through our new library portal. I know it can be a little frustrating when things change over the summer. It's definitely for the better that the library portal has been updated. And there's a wonderful YouTube video out there by our librarian. And so I've loaded that under library tutorials. But I also wanted to create one that just basically shows you how to do a database search, because I know that that's what many of you are going to want to be doing as you're looking to the evidence to guide any type of research for your assignments and so forth. So here's our homepage, our Methodist College homepage, and we'll just scroll down to library and click on that. And then this is the new library portal. So if I'm coming here and I'm thinking, I need to do a database search, there's a couple of different options that you can use. You can go ahead and under Discovery, you can just click right here, especially if you know an author or a specific book that you're looking for. So you've got the title, or you can just click in, for example, I love mentoring. So I can just type in mentoring and then click on search. And this is going to yield a lot of information from a lot of different resources. Now you can see the prompt up here saying, hello guest, log in for full access. So in order to do that, I click on that, and then so I need to type in my Methodist College email address. That's your username for both D2L and to access library resources. And then just put in your current password and click on sign in. Once you do that, it will allow you to download PDF files and things like that. So of course here you can see I've got access to all different kinds of things, and I can just click on a PDF file, or I can save it to the cloud. I never really understand where that cloud is, how full it can get. I don't know. My generation, I just don't get the cloud. So I always just click on PDF full text, old school, I guess. And once that comes up, you'll always see over here in the right-hand margin different things you can do. So you can email this article to yourself. You can do lots of different things with it. You can print it off. You can keep it as a link. You can send it to Google Docs. There's all different kinds of things you can do. And then I did a right click and then save as, and then I can just, put it into my files, which is typically what I do anyway, because, again, kind of old school. I may like to print off the article, highlight it, annotate it, all those, geeky kinds of things that I like to do. So that's one way to access an article using our new portal. I'm going to just come back up here and go back to our original page. Another way that you could do it is you can just come over here and click on databases. And when I do that, I'm already signed in. So that's the important part of it. Remember, your username is your college email, and I know some of you work for Unity Point Health, and I don't believe your work email will work. So it's however you access D2L is how you will also be accessing library resources. So here's our, all different kinds of databases. One of the ones that I really like to use is called ERIC. And so I just clicked on A to Z, and now I can scroll down here, CINAHL Complete. I know a lot of you like to use that. I use CINAHL Complete. I use Medline. ERIC is another one I use. And if I'm really looking for, deeper types of research and things like that, I'll get into some different types of databases. But for our purposes, for looking for the evidence to guide your assignments, and for those students who are in N426 and N480, CINAHL is great, CINAHL Complete. If you're wanting to teach any type of education, that's why my go-to is ERIC. Because, if I'm looking at mentoring as it refers to, whether it's faculty to faculty, faculty to student mentoring, any of those types of things, I love ERIC. It's a great database. So for those of you who are not familiar with doing a database search, so, again, here's my mentoring topic. Mentoring in nursing, sure, we'll do that. And then you can always choose something else. If I want to talk about mentoring in nursing, but I want to talk more about the faculty role, then I can use one of these ands and just put in my and faculty role. So then there's limiters, which really helps because otherwise you're going to get 10,000 articles. And especially if you're a new researcher, how in the world do I decide which article I want? I'm not going to scroll through 10,000 articles. Nobody's going to. So this helps you. So limit your results with limiters. So of course I want the full text. I want to be able to access that article. So geeky me can do the highlighting and the annotating. I also want it to be peer reviewed. I want to know that this is a higher level of research. This isn't somebody's opinion on something. Now, I do have to warn you, even if you click on peer reviewed, you may get editorials. I want you to always steer clear of editorials when you are citing references, because again, that's somebody's opinion. It may be their expert opinion, but it's still their opinion nonetheless. And then you want to look at dates published. Anytime you're doing research, they always, a good parameter to live by is nothing older than 5 years out, because things change so quickly in healthcare. Now, there is an exception to that rule, and that's the classic research. So if I want to cite, I'm talking about role transition, going from a graduate nurse into the profession of nursing, I want to talk about that role transition. I'm going to use Patricia Benner's, model of transition. And so that's going to be a classic. The original, I believe she wrote her framework in the 80s. So of course that's going to fall outside of that 5-year parameter. So for the majority of my articles, they will be within the 5 years, because I want current information. I want current data. And then you can just click on these other limiters as well. And then you're just going to hit search. And let's see what it yields. Okay, so I got 20 articles. That's great. I mean, that's doable. And you'll even find, so the first one here, I've got to get the full text from ERIC. So all you have to do is click on that, and then it will give you the full text there. Then again, you can save it. Most of them you'll see pop up as PDF, full text, and you can go ahead and copy those or save those to wherever you would like. And then, sometimes you can look at a title and you're like, yeah, that's not exactly what I want. So just, eliminate it and keep on scrolling down until you find what you need. But hopefully this gives you kind of a better idea as to how to search for things. You can scroll over here until you find the database that you want, but I think A to Z is much, much easier. You can use the search boxes. There's a lot of different things that you can do. Now, know that even though you're off campus, you're online learners, you have access to our library resources, either through this website, or certainly feel free to stop in on the campus and utilize our resources there as well. Typically, I don't utilize course reserves. Anything that I want you to read, I've already embedded in the course. So you've already got access to those articles by just clicking on it. So hopefully, that makes your life a little easier. But you really do want to practice around with clicking on databases, maneuvering through that, because you will be utilizing the online resources in the library all the time. Because again, as nurses, we have to go back to the evidence to guide anything that we do. So I hope this tutorial has been helpful to you. You know that you can reach out to me anytime. And oh my gosh, I don't even think I told you, I'm Lori Wagner. I'm the RN to BSN program coordinator. And you can access me through my email, lwagner@methodistcol.edu. Or of course, you can send a text or call me 309-397-4441. I hope this helped. Let me know. Thanks.